Hi guys, welcome back to our channel.
Today we're going to be showing you guys how we got our cute hairstyles. So our mom put colored hair in our hair. Twisting, and then it poofed to beautiful hairstyles. You see that I had some too. Yeah, and we really love the colors. Yeah.
Alright guys, so today's video is, like they said, is going to be about me showing you guys how I achieved the looks that they have. We decided, since it's summertime and, you know, we've been out of school for a really long time, we're not really going anywhere because of everything that's going on, so we decided to put a little color in their hair. So let's get into the video.
Yeah!
Alright guys, so I'm going to start by showing you the type of hair that I used. Also, I want to note that we started on freshly washed, conditioned, and detangled hair. I sectioned the hair into 4 equal parts. Here are the products I'm using: the brushes, combs. You always need a rat tail comb when you're doing any type of braids. I went ahead and parted the hair into 4 equal sections, and I went ahead and started a little curved part. I'm putting the hair to the side right now. I'm going to moisturize the hair and put some jam on the edges just to keep it and give it a hold. Guys, it's always good to detangle again each section that you part. And this is my first time ever adding any type of extensions to their hair. So the first couple of ones that I did, I used like a regular technique that I've seen people do. So instead of doing like the feed-in braids, I just did a regular technique. Again, this is my first time adding any type of extensions. This is really my first time braiding like a cornrow type braid into the scalp with any type of extensions. I've never done this before, so I think I did pretty well for it being my first time. But later on in the video, I will show you guys how I did the feed-in braids, because I did, in this process, I did learn how to feed in braids. Again, this is my first time, so go easy on me, guys. Okay, so at this point, I had completed one side of her head, and now I am moving on to the other side. I did the same steps as before as far as detangling her hair and adding some pink oil moisturizer and jam to the edges. I'm starting to start the braid, and then I feed the extensions in, the hair weave, and I braid down a little bit more, and then I add some more. I didn't want to add too much hair. I don't want them to look too grown. It's supposed to be a cute style, not something, you know, that makes them look grown. So in the next clip, I'm going to play at regular speed so you can see how I did it. So I'm going to start off by sectioning off this hair. I'm going to section it off into 2 pieces, and it's important to pre-section the hair before you start the braid, because you're going to need the hair to just be ready for you as you start the braid when you're feeding it in. You're going to need 2 small pieces, one that's very small because your braid is going to start off very small, and then one that's a little bit larger as you go, because, you know, as you go your braid gets larger. So you section off 2 pieces, and then you're going to get a 3rd piece, and that's how you start your braid. This is not a tutorial by any means. I am not a hairstylist, nor am I the best braider out here. So I wasn't really trying to give you guys a tutorial, more so of an idea of what you can do if you have kids, you know, during the summertime, or even for yourself if you're just wanting to add a little color to your hair. So this is the idea that I came up with for the girls because they were saying that they wanted to, you know, have some colorful hair. So I'm gonna add the smallest piece first, and I just lay it on top of the hair and add the two pieces of her actual hair, and then just start braiding again. I also want to point out that I didn't blow dry her hair. I don't use heat on our hair. So you'll see I'm finger detangling as I go, and that's because I didn't blow dry. If you don't want any tangling as you go, then I would definitely suggest using a blow dryer, and that just gets all the curls out, or most of the curls out. Again, blow drying is damaging to our hair, so I don't do it. Next, you'll see that I'm going to add the next piece of hair, and I've braided maybe like a couple of ways down. So I maybe braided an inch more down, and then I went ahead and added the next piece of hair. And that's just, again, as the braid gets thicker, then you add the next piece of hair. And now you just continue to braid all the way through. Another pointer that I would give is to make the hair match, if you're not going to blow dry, to make the hair kind of match the texture of the other hair, I put the jam in there. So once you get towards the end, you'll see me putting jam in there kind of just to make the hair match. And one more thing I want to point out, I do not cut the stragglers. I know, like, if you go to the salon to get it done, they're going to go through the braid and cut any pieces that are sticking out. I don't do any of that. Again, this is just supposed to be a cute hairstyle, just something fun for them to do. So now we're moving on to the back. I'm going to moisturize the hair again. In the pink spray bottle is just water, and I'm putting pink oil moisturizer, and then of course the jam to give it a hold. And then I'm just gonna place it in a regular ponytail holder to start the next process. So after you get done putting both sides in a regular ponytail, you're going to cut the extension hair in half and place your colors on alternating sides. So I put the blue with the pink and the pink with the blue, just to shorten the hair. I didn't want the hair to be too long for the look that I was going for. I'm just going to continue braiding all the way to the end of the hair. Again, you can use jam to smooth the hair out and match it up better with the extensions that you're using. After I get done braiding, I'm going to put a rubber band on the end. I'm going to cut the excess that's at the very, very end of the hair, making sure not to cut her natural hair. Again, I'm not cutting any stragglers that are actually sticking out of the braid. I don't think that's necessary. We're not going for a professional look, just a cute look. I'm going to take the cornrows and twist them up and then wrap them around the braid that's diagonal to the cornrows. So, and at the end of it, it's going to make an X. And then I'm going to do the same thing to the other side. This is the final outcome. I think she loves the look, and I do too. I think it's so cute. Okay, so moving on to our next head. Again, her hair has been washed, conditioned, and detangled. We're gonna start by making a center part. And I like to get the parts as straight as I possibly can. But Nyla does not like getting her hair done. She's not a fan of getting her hair detangled, washed, conditioned, any of it. She loves to look cute, but she does not like getting her hair done. So I try to do something as simple as possible for her hair. So we're just gonna make 2 braids going down the middle of her hair. So that means you need a center part and then 2 parts to the left and to the right of that center part. Now that we've got it all parted, we are going to detangle before we start the braid. Don't forget to moisturize the hair with whatever type of moisturizer you use and put a little jam or hold at the edges of the hair. That just helps it to stay moisturized as they have the braids in for a while, and to keep it looking good with the edge control or jam or whatever you use. I initially separated the hair into 3 parts, but along the way I realized I did not want the braids to be too long. I didn't want them to be longer than her actual hair because she is much younger than my oldest. So I decided not to use that 3rd piece of hair, so I just needed 2 pieces. Again, guys, I did not blow dry her hair, so that's why it might be a little tangled as we go. But you guys see, it's starting to look really cute. We have 1 braid on one side and 1 braid on the other. So once we've gotten those braids done, then I'm going to put her, the hair that's on the side that's still left out, I'm gonna put it into 2 pigtails. So again, I'm big on moisturizing, so we put more pink oil moisturizer. I've sprayed a little water and I put a little jam on the side. She doesn't need much jam because as you guys can see, she has a different textured hair. Create the style I'm gonna do for Nyla, I'm going to pull the braid closest to the pigtail that I'm doing into that pigtail. So I pull, let's say it's the left braid, I'm gonna pull it into the left pigtail. I'm not gonna do any crisscrosses this time. And then once I get that done, I'm just going to braid the pigtail. And I tried to make sure that you can see, instead of like covering that braid, I'm just going to kind of put it towards the outside so that way you can actually see the braid once I start braiding. To secure the braid at the end, I'm going to add a rubber band. And what I've done to that side, I'm going to do the exact same thing to the other side. Once I get done, I just add some bedazzles, as my daughters call them, but just some jewels to the top of their head. And this is the final look. I love how cute this style turned out. I think the girls love it, and so do I. Well guys, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys next time on C&N Kids and Family.